Hello everyone. So in this video, we are going to be talking about our tips for success and of course my expectations that will help you be as successful as you can. So some of my top expectations are just for you to remain focused on the assignment, focus on what you are working on. It's important that when you are watching a video or when you are sitting down and actually trying to learn that you are also focused on what it is you are trying to learn. I know there are times where our peers distract us or we want to tell our friends something, but we are here to learn and we need to be focused on that learning. Remember back to an earlier video where I said you need to be a participant in your learning to be successful, and that's where this being focused comes into play. And then another important expectation, going back to an earlier video, is just to be respectful. Be respectful to this school and everything in it. Be respectful to the materials in my classroom, and above all else, be respectful to the people in this school. That means both your peers and myself or any other teachers in this room. It is so important to me and to you to be respectful. Please, 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 I cannot say it enough how much I need you to be respectful. Now, when it comes to mastery, we've kind of talked about it. We'll continue to talk about it. It will continue to build. But mastery checks are the main way that we check how you're doing within a unit before we get to the test. I still have to give tests, but the mastery checks are there. And because of the mastery checks, I want to see that mastery. That mastery may happen on the first attempt. And if it does, you move on immediately. If it does not happen on that first attempt, then you can review, renew, and recheck again and keep doing that until you get the grade that you want. So that's why this Oprah meme is you get a good grade and you get a good grade, so on and so forth. Everyone can get the grade they want on these mastery checks because it is there for you to show me your mastery. So we will continue to do them until you have shown it, because that way I know that you've learned the material and then you are ready for the test. That's kind of one of the benefits to Modern Classroom, is that I know that everyone in the class is ready for the test. And the last thing here with expectations is communication. Now with communication, this is a hard one. It's a hard one for me to instill and just follow through with, but there are times where I am busy with another group. There are times when I'm busy with another teacher. There's times when that you cannot always reach me because I am helping somebody else and you need that answer right now. And so because of that, I would love it if you just started to follow this rule of asking 3 before me. Ask 3 table mates, ask 3 classmates, ask if another teacher that's in the room or another paraprofessional that might be in the room. Ask 3 before you ask me. Even if I'm not busy, it's sometimes your peers are right there for you to ask, and they know the information and can really help you figure out the problem super quickly while I'm working with another student, so on and so forth. So just try to ask 3 before me. Now, there are some problems that you will not be able to ask 3 before me, and I get that, but this should be the primary goal. All right. Now, moving into some tips for success, habits. One of the biggest habits is a listening habit. Number 1, I expect you to have headphones every day. I do have spare headphones, but realistically, real talk, they're not good. They're Dollar Tree headphones. The sound quality in them is not great. They break really easily. So bringing your own headphones is very important. But also, once you bring those headphones, listening to these videos is important. It's not just enough to watch and to read the subtitles. It's so important that you are engaging in the video and listening. Please understand that it is an entire half of what you are learning is from just listening to me, and you need to be practicing that skill. So getting into the habit of actually listening to me and listening to these videos, not just reading subtitles or pausing on slides or pausing here or pausing there. You need to be listening as you are taking these notes. It's so important that you are doing this skill and practicing this skill. And please note, because it is in this video and because I expect you to have watched this video, I will be coming around and be on you to make sure you are listening, and I'll just go back to remember Unit 0, remember what I'm saying. I need you listening. So please pay attention and listen to the videos. The second is responsibility. This is responsibility for your assignments. You are responsible for your schoolwork. You are responsible for turning it in. You're responsible for making sure it is done correctly and turned in on time. This is your responsibility. Also, your responsibility, as I already kind of said, we are going to be looking at these things called progress trackers. So at the end of every day, I'm going to check to make sure that you have done the assignments for that day. Right? I'm going to say, hey, how is everyone doing? And it's important for you to know where you stand in the class, but it's also important to let me know where everyone stands in the class. There might be a student that, you see these 4 assignments here. They did these 4 assignments and 2 other assignments after that, and they're ready for me to give them an enrichment activity. There might be some of you that are right on track, did all 4 of these assignments in that bell, and are ready for the next day, and I don't have to worry about you. And then there might be some of you that have only completed 1 assignment or half of an assignment, and I need to make sure the next day that we get together first thing once everyone gets started on their work, and that we are working together. So that's why the student tracker is so important, and then I need you to stay on top of it and be responsible for it. Resources, as I've already said, your peers are such great resources. They're there for you. The asking 3 people before me thing, the asking your classmates thing. I'm not going to hound you. Once we get started in class, you are on your own to kind of get stuff done, and then I will be pulling you or working with you individually, but I'm not going to be hounding you too much to not talk to a classmate if it's a question or something like that. Now, if you are getting out of hand or rowdy or something like that, that's a different story. But I rarely see that with Modern Classroom, because you all usually are pretty focused on the assignments for that day. But your classmates are great resources. And of course, I'm a great resource as well. But I really want you turning to your peers before you come to me. And then just any questions that you have, again, your classmates are great resources. But of course, I'm always here and always willing to ask any questions or help with any possible thing. All right, so these are our first 3 videos with Unit 0. Thank you all for watching. And as always, just let me know if you need anything or have any questions. All right, bye everybody.